Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I've decided to do a tier list of every tank that I have spaded in the rank 1 US tech tree. As I go up in ranks, I'm going to do a tier list for every rank. I'm also going to do the aircraft in a separate video once I finish those, but for now we are going to do rank 1 USA because I have spaded every single one of them. This is going to be my opinion, yours could differ. Everyone has a slightly different opinion. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to start with reserve and then make my way up to 2.3. Now, the LVT A1, I actually think is a pretty good tank. It has a lot of crew members, so it can survive a couple shots. It has a stabilized gun at low speeds. It's pretty quick. It can go on the water, which, I mean, isn't very useful, but it can do it. I actually quite like this tank, so I'm going to put this one in good. I think that's a pretty popular opinion. I think a lot of people like this tank. Next up, I'm going to do the M2A4. I actually think this tank is extremely good at reserve. It has a stabilizer. It has more armor than the LVT. It is faster than the LVT. Same gun, but it is smaller. And I just think it's the perfect all-around tank for what you're looking for in War Thunder. It's got 50 cals on the roof, unlike this thing, so you can shoot at planes pretty well. And so yeah, I'm gonna put it in amazing. I think it is one of the best reserve tanks, maybe minus the BT5. This thing has more armor than the BT5 and has a machine gun on the top, so I don't know. I think it's a close call, but the M2A2 is a joke. It just has a 50 cal. It is a horrible tank. It can't shoot at planes. I think it has maybe 30 mils a pen. You can like have some fun in this thing, but when I spaded it, I didn't get a single kill. So yeah, it's kind of brutal for this thing. I don't think there's too much more to say about it. I just think it's not that good. It has a 7.62, which is literally completely useless. So the only thing you have is a single 50 cal on a turret that doesn't fully rotate. Yeah, and you can't shoot at planes, right? So it's not good. Okay, on to 1.3. The M8 HMC, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. If you can lob a shot across the map and hit something, it's very fun. But how good is it? I'm gonna say it's average. It does get a 50 cal on top, which is useful. It can shoot at planes, but also any plane can take this thing out from the top because it has no roof. And the shell velocity is super slow. So yeah, I think that's fair. It has a little bit of armor, but it's nothing special. So I'm gonna leave it at average. The M2, I think I'm gonna put it at average as well. It's got decent armor and a little bit of survivability, but it does not get a stabilizer, which is such a huge advantage at these low BRs because nothing else really has it besides American tanks. It gets the same 37 as the M2A4. It's just not stabilized and it's not as fast, which is really important. So it does get better armor, but I don't think that makes up for not having a stabilizer and being slow. So I'm going to put it at average. The M13 is just an SPAA with 250 cals, but at this BR, that's kind of all you need. It's not amazing, but it's not horrible. Like, you're pretty quick. You got pretty quick turret traverse. There's not much you're doing against tanks, but it does what it's supposed to. It shoots down planes, and it does it pretty well. So I'm going to put it at average as well. When I played with it, I did get like 4 kills or something, and I don't think I got a single plane. But if I were to play with it more, I think it would lean towards getting more plane kills. It's not bad. The M15, this one's interesting because I do believe it can be okay if you kind of take it slow and reverse around corners with your turret face down, but it is not very versatile at all. When I played with it, I got I think 3 kills with it max. The problem with it is that you can't shoot over the front, right? So if you get caught off guard, you're just dead and you can get MG'd. The only upside of this thing is that you do get a 37 mil, but the AP is only every other shot and it doesn't shoot extremely fast. It is like automatic, but it's just not enough to make up for everything else that's wrong with this thing. But I do think under the right circumstances, it can be pretty fun and pretty good, so I'll put it at disliked. Okay, the M3 GMC is probably one of my favorite rank 1 tanks in the US tech tree. It just feels so good to shoot something with the 75mm. However, I do not think it's amazing, but I do think it's quite good. It's basically a guaranteed one shot on anything you shoot, but it doesn't have a lot of armor, and the mobility is okay. So with that information, I'll put it in good. I really like this thing. Okay, now for the M22, which is, this might be a hot take, but I actually think it's worse than the M3 Stuart. I believe it's a little bit faster maybe, but it doesn't have the stabilizer. So I'm trying to decide if it is good or amazing. I can't decide. It doesn't get a 50 cal on top, which is also really useful, and it can't scout yet, obviously, because it's rank 1. I did have fun in it. I'll put it at good. And okay, so for the M3 Stuart, I had a very, very good game in this thing, but I think that was mostly just luck. It's very similar to the M2A4, it's just at 2.0, so it feels wrong to put it in amazing. It is a pretty good tank though. It does get the 50 cal on top. It's very similar. It's very similar to the M3A1 Stuart. I think this one just has a slightly better gun, better reload. This is hard to decide. In my personal opinion, this thing is really good. I'm gonna put it in amazing. I really like this thing. I think it's really well rounded. It has a stabilizer, it has a good gun, it's very quick, has a 50 cal. It's just a very well rounded tank. And then for the M3A1 Stuart, I found every single game was an up tier. So that gun is a lot less potent at 3.3 obviously. And I found it pretty hard to use. And I didn't have a ton of fun in it, to be honest. I don't know. I think I'm gonna put it at it's essentially the same thing as the M3, except it has a slightly different gun and no big cupola on the top. But I feel like for the BR, it makes sense to put this thing in average. It just it didn't do it for me. I don't know. So this is what I ended up with. I'm gonna see if I want to switch anything around. I'm not changing the M2A2, and I'm not changing the M15. I think those are in the right spot for sure. I would put this last. It's probably closest to not liking it. And this thing, the M13 really isn't special, but it also does its job just fine. The only thing I'm contemplating is the M3A1 Stuart. It should be up higher, but it's just the BR. I can't put it up higher, because you do get up tiered all the time, but it is a really good tank if it was fighting 2.3 all the time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at this. Let me know what you guys think, and comment down below if you think I put anything in the wrong spot, and I will keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.